Hello friends, welcome to the second video of tricky programming questions in C++ using object-oriented programming concepts. So in this second question, we are checking what is the size of an object for a class with int and double as its member variable. So in the previous question, we have covered size of an object with an empty class. Same thing we'll try to modify and figure out what's the answer now. So let's move on to our terminal. So this is the question: what is the size of an object with the intent double? What it means is that we'll create a member variable int a and double b. So you might be thinking, okay, so size of an int in 64-bit will be for like 4 bytes and this would be 8 bytes. So let's see what all things questions we can form here. So let me remove these things of our old code. So this is the answer we want. So now it is not an empty class. So let's say not empty class maybe. So let's compile and check out the answer now. So the answer is 16. So you might be thinking how 16 came even though it is 12. So you can check even whether it is like a confusion of 64-bit or something. So you can see that also. Int size, you can print out size of int and also size of double would be size of double. Let me add a handle there. So now you can figure out whether there is some confusion with the 64-bit or the 32-bit machine. So you can see size of is 4 bytes and 8 bytes, but size of the object becomes 16. Even though 4 plus 8 will be just 12, why? How did this extra 4 bytes get occupied? So this becomes one of the tricky questions actually, because we have now sure that it is a 64-bit from this question. Now let's understand why this is happening. Even though now for size of E1, so let me add a comment here. 4 plus 8 should have been 12 bytes, but now we are occupying 16 bytes. Why so? So let's figure it out how why this is happening. So you can see this. See if it is a 64-bit this thing, you can think as a chunk of 4 bytes. So here for these are the 4 bytes. So this is our total. You can see this as our total memory occupied 16 bytes. 4 is there, 8, then this becomes our total this thing. So 4 bytes of int is occupied here. We can think as now we'll consider one square as 4 bytes. So 448 and we can see next it is what it is doing is it's difficult to explain here. Wow, it will occupy for double two boxes. So it is giving here also the double first 4 bytes are here and the doubles second 4 bytes are here. So these two occupy same thing for one chunk of double 4. So 64 4 bytes and 4 bytes it makes 64 bits. So it is giving one chunk full so that it can access completely. So and it is leaving out this chunk as empty. So that extra 4 bytes is getting occupied here. You may think now int has 4 bytes here and the double complete double is 8 bytes here. 8 bytes makes 64 bit, so it is leaving out this empty, so that you can do one read access for complete double, so the read cycle would be easier. Else if you do given one double here, this chunk and this chunk, this would be a part of a different address in a 64 bit, so it would be difficult to access this chunk, so there will be two read cycles to access this one double. So that optimization, this it is thinking, it is creating a 4 byte and leaving the next 4 byte blank. In the next thing it is giving one complete 16 byte for the double. So now you have understood the answer to this question, that size of an this thing will be 16 byte based on the layout arrangement. So now you can still play around. See, it can, now these 4 bytes are left over, so but it can assign their characters, these things. So you can think p q r s. If you assign, still now that 4 bytes whichever it's leaving empty, it would have assigned each byte for this one characters. So now if you compile and see, this is an additional point to the question itself, which makes it even more tricky. So now you can see it will be just 16 byte, even though character will occupy 1 byte. Even I can show that thing. See, now still it is occupying 16 byte. But if you make one more byte extra here, say z, and now you can see the trickiness, how it improves. See, you know, it goes up to 24 bytes. Why this is happening? Again, you can see. Maybe I'll show it in the Excel. It gave the 4 bytes to the Excel. Now it double has come, but it is assigning the double in the third here, and double 4 bytes here. But this is now empty. This is also empty. So just 1 byte here, character 1 byte for that char is assigned here. So list all bytes are left empty now, but it becomes 24 bytes. That's what you can see here. If you assign extra 1 bit, due to this is like a fragmentation problem which we experience in our Windows or anything, and on Linux. So it is now leading into fragmentation because it wants to assign a complete chunk to the double. Now you can play around now with these things, how this fragmentation works. So then you'll be able to develop more trickier questions. So next we'll be moving into creating member functions and seeing how the size will increase or decrease, and create virtual functions, and how in vtable this how memory of an object is getting added. So to know more tricky questions in C++ for object oriented, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll be creating a complete playlist. So if you go through this complete playlist, you'll have a very good idea for cracking interviews. Thank you.